For humans, the gestation period is 9 months. Anything short of that is categorized as a preterm birth. Sometimes the fetus may even be distressed. HAKEEMAT ALIYU, however, reports that it is possible to birth a 26-week-old pregnancy. Surprising, isn't it? Let's find out how.
Medically, preterm births are babies born before 37 weeks of pregnancy. And research shows that this is a leading cause of death for children under 5 in low-income countries, with approximately over 1 million dying annually out of babies born premature, and Nigeria contributes with third highest figure. Recent developments, however, offer hope for increased survival rates, just as in the case of this baby, managed at Nizami Hospital in Abuja. The parents, who prefer to remain anonymous, explained that the mother started having complications few weeks into the pregnancy.
It was an unexpected circumstance. She wasn't due. She was within 24 weeks, but she had little complication. We had to rush down to the hospital. 2 to 3 weeks. They tried to manage the situation instead of aborting the baby for 2 to 3 weeks before she had false labor.
With the baby delivered 26 weeks of pregnancy, weighing just 750 grams, what the parents thought could be impossible turned otherwise, with experts at the pediatric unit of the hospital taking charge and helping the baby through all complications.
Was quite ill in severe respiratory distress, which started almost immediately after birth, and had to be intubated. He was on that mechanical ventilator and was in this incubator. He had surfactant and had all sorts of neonatal care, including total parenteral nutrition, antibiotic therapy, and other supportive management. You have to support virtually every organ.
After 18 weeks of treatment and management at the hospital, the baby, now weighing over 2.5 kg, has been certified healthy and discharged, bringing the parents unimagined joy as they leave Nizami Hospital with their bouncing baby boy, sharing the message of hope and achievements of medicine in Nigeria.
I'd like to say that God has been faithful. I want to thank God for His faithfulness, His mercy, and how He took us through this journey. It's more like something that was impossible. And I would also like to appreciate the Nizami Hospital for how they put in their very best.
Call it God's miracle or diligence of medical professionals. Either ways, you won't be wrong.
Thank you for being there. The amputee water seller Mary Daniel Onu, who featured on Newsline 2 weeks ago after her story went viral, trended again during the week that was. This time, it had to do with a few inconsistencies regarding her background. In the heat of the drama, the Lagos State government placed Mary in the care of the leader of the Igala people in Lagos. I was at the palace on Friday, and here is an update. Before the twist in the tale, Mary Onu Daniel's birthday was celebrated by the Lagos State government with a few partners. She looked fabulous and even had a photo shoot. As Nigerians continued to delight in the unfolding real-life Cinderella story, reports emerged that some of Mary's claims about her background were false. In the heat of the confusion, the state's government handed Mary over to her kinsmen in Lagos. So I sought Mary out where she's currently being accommodated. The leader of the Igala people in Lagos, the Onu Igala, is now Mary's guardian. The traditional ruler and Mary were in high spirits when I showed up. They were overwhelmed with appreciation to government and individuals for changing Mary's fortunes.
I want to thank the Nigeria government of CEO Lumini. And I want to thank ALIYU Idris. And I want to thank the whole Nigeria for supporting me to make me to be in this stage today.
Now to the issue on ground. In my initial interview, Mary stated that her parents died in the accident that cost her her leg. However, findings have revealed that her father is alive, but Mary would have none of that.
I'm not godfather. I'm not godfather.
Why?
But I don't even care for me when they bomb me. So no, I don't get. My father don't die from my eye. Well, he did, but I don't die from my eye.
Dismissing allegations that Mary's commercial activity caught on camera at Oshodi was stage-managed, the Onu Igala also countered the idea that she was amputated at birth.
But the fact still remains that Mary is amputated, not from birth, and she doesn't have a mother. Mary was struggling on the road on her own to feed herself. I mean, I have a child, I have a daughter, and I don't think I can be alive and watch my child go anywhere and sleep under the bridge and try to maybe be on the road just on her own like that. I mean, we can attest Mary has a child. Everybody knows that, and that is not the story.
I don't forgive him, but you know my father. I don't forgive him, but you know my father. Okay, what are you doing?
Although Mary admitted to initially feeling devastated when news emerged that she was probably a fraud, she remained optimistic about the future.
I'll carry put her for school now, but I never settled down. But I settled down, I could carry her.
The NGO has been set up already, like I say, Irede Foundation, and soon we'll be meeting with them. Her dream is to open a supermarket, and we'll meet with them, and they will see how this whole thing can be set up for her so that she can settle down and start her business and start her life again.
In the meantime, Mary continues to enjoy the comfort and privileges that come with living in a palace while she awaits the manifestation of her dream supermarket. specific medical procedures may soon be history in Nigeria. Just like some other well-equipped health centers in the country, the Federal Medical Center Abeokuta is breaking grounds. Recently, a team successfully carried out the first major cost-effective keyhole surgery on some patients to repair abdominal defects. The surgical procedure, which is an alternative to open surgery, ensures quick recovery. Yemi Dalimo reports.
Before the novel procedure in the history of the hospital, traditional open surgery, which presents some surgical disadvantages like the use of large incisions with attendant consequences, was a common procedure as against the minimally invasive surgical techniques. The first major keyhole surgery being carried out at the facility, according to the medical director of Federal Medical Center, Idiaba Abeokuta, Professor Adewale Musa Olomu, provides better opportunity for the surgeons to have access to an enlarged image of the patient's internal organs during the operation, and the patient can also be discharged on the day of the laparoscopy, depending on the condition of the patient.
And there are the people that you cannot delay on bed unnecessarily. So this gives us the opportunity to say that, oh, let us see how we can attend to them so that they can promptly return to their work. And this is what brought up the issue of laparoscopic surgery.
Head of the laparoscopy surgery in the hospital, Dr. Shakiru Wahid, says one of the patients operated upon has abdominal defects which she has been battling with for some years.
We call it minimal access surgery. That is, you use small incision to access a large area. So it can be used for chest surgery, abdominal surgeries, abdominal ailments, even within the joints.
The patient, Abimbola Ayinde, speaks to NTA News shortly after the operation.
At first, I was afraid, but they just say it's just a minor thing. I shouldn't be afraid.
FMC Abeokuta says it will continue to offer quick and affordable medical care to Nigerians